Everywhere.
It's available nationally at all bookstores. Northshire Bookstore has it. Yeah. You can go online to www.balanceeducationalservices.com, and you can pick it up there.
Right from your website.
It's also available on Amazon.com.
Oh, it is?
And BarnesandNoble.com and all of the major booksellers.
How far do you go with this program? I mean, I know you guys both are based in and around.
Yeah.
We go from, a couple of miles from the house to literally across country. We travel, it's what we do. We travel across country and we give seminars, we work in schools with students, staff, and parents. We do seminars, like let's say in a hotel where people will come from different schools, principals, guidance counselors, etc. And we share these strategies. And it's exciting for us, and I think one of the things that we get out of this, Michael's a former teacher. I've worked with people with developmental disabilities. I've worked in the domestic violence field, substance abuse prevention field. We're people. But we have a business here, which we feel good is that we're making our corner of the world hopefully a better place. We're trying to make life easier for people. So we feel real good about that. And, the people that we present to are basically in the same type of business. So it feels real good to do that, and it's nice that we could also travel as we do that.
I can't help but notice that one of the co-authors of this book is Karen Drivelife.
That's right.
Any relation?
As it turns out, Karen is my wife. Karen was extremely helpful with writing of the book, taking her experience in the school system and also from the point of view as a parent and adding it to the book, which really rounded out the book very nicely.
Does she travel with you, or is it just the two of you that
go
on
it's
the
the
road?
it's the two of us. Karen stays at home and takes care of the office and the family, and Steve and I do the traveling.
And as Michael mentioned, Karen also did some work as an educator in school, so she brings that also to the book, let alone being a parent for 18 years, 18 and a half.
Oh, you have teenagers.
I do. A 16-year-old and an 18-year-old.
Have you read this book?
This is a book on bullying, not on raising kids. That's a whole different show.
That's the next book. That's the next book.
Well, this has been a very interesting topic. It's timely no matter when we did this show. It's a dynamic and a phenomena that I believe has been going on since there have been more than 3 people on this planet.
Yes.
And frankly, it's really about time that somebody started to address break it down. What are the fundamentals? Why is this happening, and how does this go on? I have about a minute left. I understand you walked across the country. What were you thinking?
I was thinking that I like to walk. I did walk after college. I got that education.
We all like to walk. Now,
I like to walk
more
more
better
than
others, right?
you walked from where to where?
I walked from New Orleans to Washington State. It took me 2.5 years. I had my German Shepherd Dixie with me. This is, of course, back in the late 80s.
The dog agreed to do it.
I did. I gave her a choice. I said, look, you could either stay in the shelter down in New Orleans, or you could walk with me. I had a little backpack for her. She came with me, and she kept following me. Although there were times at the beginning when it was 9,500 degrees, I'd turn around. She wasn't on a leash, and I would be walking down, and it was hot, and I'd look around. It's like, where'd Dixie go? Where'd Dixie go? And Dixie, Dixie, and I'm yelling, and her little head, she was still kind of a puppy, would come out of this tiniest of bushes. And she says, I got a great place for shade. I don't know what you're doing. But I'd keep walking, and she'd follow me to Washington State. She was the 1988 National Poster Dog. It was a contest from Meaty Bones and Jerky Treats
for heaven's sake.
to show what great dogs were available in our nation's shelters. And she also, by the way, just to add, she also walked around the state of Washington with me with a man with developmental disabilities to show what people with disabilities can do. That's a book that I did write and publish called Washington Walkabout. So God rest her soul, though.
This is that's great work. You guys are both doing great work.
Bob.
I can't thank you enough for being on Q&A Live. I don't have a guest signed up for my February show, but stay tuned. I'm sure that we'll find somebody of equal quality. I don't know. It's going to be hard to do.
We'll be back.
Top this one. Yeah, that's right. Well, you're always welcome back.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, I might want to have a progress report. Thank you all for tuning in. Once again, Happy New Year. And once again, I want to thank Christo's Pizza and Phoenix Business Properties for their continued sponsorship of this great show. Thank you all for tuning in. Guys, thanks very much for appearing on the show.
Thank you, Bob.
And Happy New Year, folks.